If you're looking to host your first event, but you really just don't know where to start, then this video is for you. I'm Patrick, the founder of Univium, a business automation development company, and I do automation development for all sorts of different event companies. And during that process, I realized that despite doing automations for event companies, I had never hosted an event myself. And so recently, I went back and I hosted my first event, and I have a very simple step-by-step process you can kind of follow to host your own first event. If you're busy, you don't have a lot of time, then that's perfect for you. This process doesn't take very long. And what I would recommend is starting with an app called Meetup. And now this does depend on you living in a relatively populated area. I live in the Dallas Fort Worth area, so there's a lot of people using this app. And so I definitely would, recommend that you use this in a populated area, but I'm going to share my screen and just kind of show you what my process looks like. First, all I did was I created a group called the Dallas Founders Group. I created it just because I'm into entrepreneurship, small businesses and whatnot. I wanted to meet other founders, other entrepreneurs and whatnot. They didn't have a lot of groups like this in my area, or they had some, but they weren't very active. And so I created this group on my own. It took and so this was just a couple weeks ago. We're already up to 55 members. I was surprised on Meetup. People will definitely join your group if you create it. Um, and so that's a good way to just initially build your potential attendee list. And so I think it's been less than a month, honestly, and we already have 55 members. So create your group, generate your description. You can use ChatGPT to generate your image. So I had ChatGPT just generate this image. I said, generate a banner image for a Dallas Founders group, group I'm creating. And then from there, you'll create your first event and just kind of wait for people to sign up to join your event. You'll set your location and all of that, and then people will start signing up to attend. As long as you have, something good that people are interested in. So you may have to try out a couple different things depending on what your industry or niche is. But what I do to make sure that I get attendees there is you can actually look up similar groups. Let's see. If I find, I don't want to search events. I want to search entrepreneur groups. Let's check out groups. So let's say we go to this group, right? Or this is an event. Let's go to, okay, so this is a group. Dallas Tech and Startup Mixer is a public group. They have 1,400 members. Now you can go in and you can message all those people as many as you want. What I'll go do, and now this isn't the best group for me. I'd find a better one. I had a couple other ones I found that were more relevant. If you Google like if you actually go via Google, it will find more relevant ones than if you use their own search feature. So here's a good one. They have 2,000 members, Dallas entrepreneurs. I'd go in here and pretty much invite all these people. Now you can see visited group 8 years ago, so you don't want to message that person. They're clearly not interested in these types of groups anymore. Although this group is inactive, so you never really know. But what I like to do is I like to sort by last visited, and then change the sort direction. So you can see these people have been visiting recently, right? So I'll go in and I'll message these people that have been visiting recently. This is actually my friend Nick, who came to my last event, and a couple of these other people I recognize too. And so you can go in, message them. I probably already sent this person a message. No, I didn't. Just say, hey, I'm hosting an event. for entrepreneurs this upcoming date or whatever you're hosting it for. If you'd like to attend, please register. And you'll be surprised. You'll get a lot of registrations that way just by messaging other people on Meetup. You spend 2 hours doing this, probably message a good 100 people. And if you're an introvert like me and you don't have a lot of friends you can already invite and you're looking for attendees, then messaging other people on Meetup is a good way to get attendees to your first event. Uh, I would do that once a week because more people join groups, they're more active and whatnot. So I do that once a week leading up to the event. Um, and then about 2 weeks out to the event, you wanna make a reservation for whatever your event location is. That was a mistake that I had made initially, um, is I forgot to make a reservation. So make sure you make a reservation at least 2 weeks out, and I'd say try to get up to at least 8 people for your first event. I had a 50% show rate. I believe that's pretty industry standard. Maybe a 40% show rate is actually pretty good. So try to get up to 8, 10 people. That way you at least have, 4 or 5 people there. And then, yeah. And so then you host your event, check everyone in, make sure that everyone has a good time and that you're connecting. I like to send messages out the day before and of the event to the attendees. Say, hey, just a reminder, the event's this afternoon. I look forward to seeing you. And then I like doing post event follow up saying, hey, I had a good time connecting. Let's stay in touch. That sort of thing. Make sure you get their contact information, their phone numbers, and all that while you're there. Exchange business cards. And if you do that, really, my first event really only took me about 5 hours. It was 3 hours of planning and 2 hours at the actual event. So 5 hours a month can help you kind of build your network, grow your attendee list. And if you're looking to kind of start an event company and do larger events and sell tickets and that sort of thing, this is a really great way to build your attendee list because you're going to be interacting with people that are interested in going to events. And so I highly recommend this. Um, and as your event grows, you can actually use the Meetup API and other automations to fully automate this process. So everything I just told you, I do it manually the first time. You'll hear me say many times is you want to develop your manual process before you actually automate it. And so, but after you do this manually, if you're doing it over and over again and it's working and you're getting good results and you're growing, you can fully automate this entire process with the Meetup API, which I have access to and am in the process of automating it for myself. And so, anyways, that's really all I have. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the description. And if you need any help, automating this kind of process or implementing this process in your business, please reach out to me and my automation development company, Univium at univium.com. And the link will be in the description for that. Thank you very much. Take care.